Have you ever wondered what would happen if Shohei Ohtani hit a home run so massive that it shattered every record baseball has ever known? What if one swing didn't just win a game, but changed the history of Major League Baseball forever? Stay with me until the very end, because this story takes an unbelievable turn that no baseball fan would ever expect. And if you love Shohei Ohtani, the Dodgers, and epic MLB stories, make sure you subscribe now, because you don't want to miss what's coming next. The crowd inside Dodger Stadium could feel something unusual in the air long before the first pitch was thrown. More than 50,000 fans filled every seat, cameras were pointed toward the batter's box, and millions of viewers around the world waited for one player. Whenever Shohei Ohtani walked toward the plate, expectations changed. Fans no longer hoped for an ordinary hit. They expected history. The Dodgers were locked in a tense battle. Every run mattered. Every pitch carried pressure. Across the field, the opposing pitcher stood confidently on the mound, determined to prove that even the greatest player in baseball could be stopped. He had spent days studying Ohtani's swing, searching for a weakness that almost nobody else had found. The first pitch missed outside. The second pitch exploded past the strike zone with incredible velocity. Now the count favored the pitcher. Around the stadium, thousands of fans held their breath. Some believed Ohtani would simply wait for another pitch. Others expected one of his trademark opposite field doubles. But nobody, not even his own teammates, was prepared for what would happen next. The pitcher made one tiny mistake. The baseball drifted toward the middle of the plate for only a fraction of a second. For most hitters, it was still an extremely difficult pitch. For Shohei Ohtani, it was an invitation. His front foot landed with perfect balance. His hips exploded through the swing. The bat cut through the air with incredible speed. Crack! The sound alone stunned the entire stadium. Players froze. The catcher never moved. The pitcher slowly turned around, already knowing the baseball wasn't coming back. The ball climbed higher and higher into the California sky, rising like a rocket launched into space. Fans instinctively stood from their seats, but after only a few seconds, many lost sight of it completely. The scoreboard cameras struggled to follow its flight. Commentators suddenly stopped talking. One voice finally broke the silence. "I've never seen anything like this." The baseball continued traveling. 500 feet, 550 feet, still climbing. Every person inside the stadium stared toward deep center field in complete disbelief. Then the impossible happened. The official tracking system flashed across the giant scoreboard, 599.8 feet. For several seconds, nobody reacted. It wasn't because they weren't excited, it was because nobody could believe what they had just witnessed. Then Dodger Stadium exploded. The noise shook the entire ballpark. Fans screamed. Children jumped into their parents' arms. Phones appeared everywhere as people desperately tried to record the moment that everyone knew would be remembered forever. Inside the Dodgers dugout, players rushed toward the railing, laughing in complete disbelief. Some simply shook their heads. Others pointed toward Ohtani as if they had just witnessed something beyond human ability. Even the opposing players couldn't hide their reactions. The center fielder looked back toward the landing spot with both hands on his head. The pitcher smiled helplessly. Sometimes greatness leaves no room for frustration. Only respect. As Ohtani rounded first base, he never celebrated wildly. He didn't pound his chest. He didn't point toward the crowd. He simply jogged with the calm expression fans had seen countless times before. That quiet confidence somehow made the moment even bigger, because while everyone else celebrated history, Shohei Ohtani acted as though he had simply done his job. Meanwhile, social media erupted faster than anyone could imagine. Within minutes, videos of the swing spread across every major platform. Baseball fans from every country debated whether they had just witnessed the greatest home run ever hit. Former players began posting shocked reactions. Sports networks interrupted regular programming. News alerts appeared around the world. One question dominated every conversation. Was this the greatest swing in baseball history? Or had Shohei Ohtani just created a moment that would never be repeated? But what happened after that historic blast was almost as unbelievable as the home run itself. While fans were still replaying the incredible swing on the giant screen, MLB analysts and former players began asking the same question. Had anyone in baseball history ever hit a ball this far? Every television network interrupted its regular coverage to analyze the shot from every possible angle. Statcast experts immediately started calculating the launch angle, exit velocity, and projected distance. Social media exploded with debates. Some called it the greatest home run ever witnessed, while others wondered if baseball had just entered a completely new era. One swing had transformed an ordinary regular season game into the biggest story in sports. As the Dodgers celebrated inside the dugout, cameras focused on Shohei Ohtani. Surprisingly, there was no dramatic celebration, no emotional outburst, and no attempt to steal the spotlight. He simply smiled, exchanged high fives with his teammates, and quietly took his seat. That calm reaction amazed everyone watching. For Ohtani, the mission had never been about breaking records or creating headlines. His only priority was helping the Dodgers win. That humble attitude is one of the biggest reasons why millions of fans admire him across the world. Even after delivering what many believed was the greatest home run of all time, he behaved exactly the same as if he had hit an ordinary single. Meanwhile, the opposing team looked completely stunned. Their pitcher stood on the mound staring into the distance, almost unable to believe what had just happened. The catcher removed his mask and slowly turned towards center field, while several infielders simply shook their heads. There are moments in baseball when players accept that they have been beaten by greatness, and this was one of those rare moments. No defensive adjustment, no perfect positioning, and no strategy could have stopped that baseball from disappearing into history. The reaction outside the stadium became even bigger. Within minutes, the highlights spread across every major social media platform. Baseball fans, sports analysts, celebrities, and even athletes from other sports shared the clip. Millions of people who normally never watched MLB suddenly searched one name, Shohei Ohtani. Television networks replayed the swing repeatedly, while commentators struggled to find words powerful enough to describe what they had witnessed. Every replay made the home run seem even more unbelievable than before. Former MLB legends also joined the conversation. Many praised Ohtani's unique combination of power, discipline, and perfect mechanics. Several analysts explained that home runs of this magnitude are not created by strength alone. They require flawless timing, elite bat speed, incredible balance, and complete control over every movement. Ohtani combines all those qualities in a way baseball has rarely seen. That is why so many experts believe he isn't simply one of the best players of this generation. He is changing the definition of what greatness looks like. One thing has become crystal clear. Shohei Ohtani isn't just breaking records, he is creating moments that baseball fans will remember for decades. Every swing carries the possibility of history. Every at-bat brings anticipation. Every game feels like an event. That is the rare impact of a once-in-a-generation athlete. If you enjoyed this story and want more cinematic MLB content, breaking Dodgers news, Shohei Ohtani highlights, and the biggest baseball stories explained with powerful storytelling, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and never miss our next video. Because in baseball, history can happen in a single swing, and with Shohei Ohtani, the next legendary moment may be only one pitch away.